welcome to the 8th episode of the Ranking Show, where we're going to be talking about how the summer has really ended and where everyone ranks after Shine. We were talking about it in the pre-show a bit. The results of Shine could best be described as whack because they were whack. I think anyone who watched or anyone is just peering at these results right now. We have Chewed At placing better than Leffen. There's just so many whack things. Kevin Maples getting 9th, which is really cool. Lod also getting 9th. Lod probably secures a top 30 spot between these two tournaments, which is insane. A lot of just crazy stuff that I guess we can jump right into. Where do we want to start? Let's start with a bit of an easier question and talk about Chewed At and see how good this tournament was for him. That sucks for Bonk that was his winner's semis matchup. That really sucks. But got that Plup DQ win. Smuckers is a good win. Lent's a good win. Moki and Sweet. Oh, God, there's a 3. God, Fiction should have never said anything about being good against Ice Climbers. It feels like he's really jinxed himself. But those 3 wins there, especially with Moki coming off that Leffen win, is absolutely incredible. Where did I chew about before? Yeah, man, Chew is... God, I would love it, in an ideal world, I'd love having, one of these running rankings. But Chew, almost certainly... I'm not sure top 20 by that. That seems like a big jump if this is where I perceived him really before. But goddamn, this was a good weekend for Chew. The head-to-head spreadsheet updated? No, I don't think it is. Unless Wheat is updated later today, I don't think he has. But actually, funny you say that. But I think Chew's probably... I like doing these fast and loose things when I update the ranking. I'll come up with a better system for the future, but I feel probably around here-ish. He did... Oh, and he did... I don't know if I moved him after SmashCon. If this is him after SmashCon, because he's... Let's do that. Let's compare the army. I think that's a really interesting point we can go after in these head-to-head sheets. Puts the climb in Ice Climbers. Yeah, I'm not sure unless he has... let's check a match that we would see. Okay, no, it looks like we'd actually updated it. It wasn't updated this morning. I moved him 3 spots? Okay, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think I was giving less of him credence than he probably deserved. Just saying that he got a lucky kind of bracket, which, I mean, running into Axe is really good for him. And I wouldn't say it's lucky. It still takes a tremendous amount of skill to beat Axe in a matchup that he's bad at. But let's look at where is my boy. Let's go Army Woo. And where is my guy? Let's go Army Chew. So they both have an Axe win. Cancel each other out. 2 Swedish wins is real nice. Moki win. God, I think he's from just seeing that, he's probably passed. He's probably better than Army. Is he better than Bananas? Is Chewed At back to being the best Ices player in the world right now? So he's 2 Axe wins. He might... what are Chew's, hot garbage losses? Lost to Fat Goku. So that's good for Fat Goku stock. Yeah, honestly, man, I think Chew might be the Chango. Okay, yeah. Losing to a Puff, that's kind of what we expect. God, that's so weird to see that Armada, Mewtwo King are all back over here. It's cool that Lod has a channel. I guess, whatchamacallit, Wheat must have added that after that. He's an A. Who has an A? Yeah, honestly, I think Chewed At's probably back to being the best Ice Climbers player in the world again. Because I not to talk lowly. What is going on over here? Not to I don't know, bad talk on Ices. Even though I kind of always do the same kind of thing. Oh, does someone follow me? I guess I do need to turn these to official educated. Thank you for the follow. I'm going to actually turn these back on then, so people can. No, I don't want to turn them off. Okay, there we go. Cool. Yeah, honestly, I think probably. Oh, then that means he's. I'm gonna put him up here over by Duck, but I think that for me, yeah, that just so we remember. I think Chudat's probably the best Ice Climbers player in the world by results again now. I mean, Chudat is so good. There's a reason why he's been so good for so long. Like, he's a good player. He may be not. He still will probably stick to that claim even if wobbling is banned banned at more events or something like that, because like, one, I think he's one of the best ices without wobbling because he's got such solid fundamentals. And I don't want to spend too much time talking about like gameplay stuff because I am super unqualified. But and then in a few episodes you'll tell me Chudat is top 5. Polish and None at. But those are None's another. Was None here? I feel like unless None got super washed. I have no idea where None and Polish are at. But let's. I think we kind of buried the lead a little bit by going to Chudat first. None was not there. Yeah. I think we got to talk about who's number 1 now. And to help us out with that, I kind of hinted at this earlier. We got a nice graphic that is kind of hinting for later in the week. So I think we're gonna go bottom to top, see where we're going from there. Obviously, you can see. I think there's a clear tier of where it starts. I guess the tier probably starts Zane, Plup, Amsa. I think Plup and Amsa are definitely together in a tier. I think that'd be hard to argue otherwise. Actually, I could see like Mango to Amsa kind of being a tier, but I feel like Mango and Amsa are so far apart. But I think all these guys are like just completely out of this conversation. Like, no questions asked. Oh God, I didn't realize Photoshop covers up the oh wait, no, I can look at my chat all the way over here. So I do have my backup chat window. Neffen is not number 1 after this tournament. That's what I want to see. I want to look at the head-to-heads first, and now we have. This the biggest thing going for Leffen was his consistency, and now that he dropped 2 sets to players he shouldn't. Does IBW go over Amsa for beating Leffen? Probably not. We'll talk about number 1, and then we'll go back to IBDW Amsa, because that is an interesting question that I didn't really think. Where did I have IBDW before? He was still behind. No, yeah, I had him passing Astuja. Yeah, this is a weird stretch, but let's talk about who's the best in the world. Yeah, Yort loss does hurt. So who's got the best head-to-heads right now between the 4? It's still Axe. So Wizzy has 2 losing records. Well, we'll start from the top. HBox has 3 losing records. Got demolished by Leffen. Wizzy has, including the Mango. Mango's a losing record. We're going to assume that. I think that's a very fair assumption. Lost to Wizzy. So 1, 2, 3. So he's 3 losing records, same as HBox, with 1 tied. 3 losing, 1 tied. So I guess like technically worse than HBox. Axe has 2 losing records. Still Axe's. God, if Axe didn't have so many bad losses, like his head-to-heads are so nice looking. And then Leffen has 2 losing records, 1 even record, which puts him having a pretty good. Yeah, Leffen does have really good head-to-heads, especially being so far up on HBox. And having this stretch here without any losses is really, really nice to see that he's not these guys who are just outside of the loss. A quality Pudgy Panda loss. Not to say anything. I don't know if you're still here, Pudgy Panda. Not to say anything against you, but if Axe wants to be a number 1 player in the world, he can't be losing to someone who wasn't ranked. Who will probably be ranked. Because, I mean, Flipsy made it on a Mango win, so I imagine Pudgy has a pretty damn good shot, especially with how whack the year's been. So who has the best head-to-heads here? What are we looking at? See, they're weird. They're definitely really weird. Who's the most consistent at the top level of these players? It's not HBox. Don't think it's Wizzy either. It might be Axe. It probably still is Axe, which is really weird to think about because I don't think Axe is really in this conversation for number 1 because of all of his bad losses. But I think it's probably Axe is the best wins here, best head-to-head spread here because there's Yeah, there's only one person he hasn't beaten, which I guess you could say. Yeah, you can say the same thing about Leffen. There's one person he hasn't beaten. Actually, I think you can say this about all these guys. Yeah, they all haven't beaten one person. Gator Axe overall. How's it not Wizzy having the best head-to-heads? Because he is a losing against Mango, trades against Plump, and big losing against Axe. So it is 2.5, but yeah, so I guess they all do have 2. Well, Axe is the only one who has 2 and no tied record. So if we're going by like bookkeeping by that, then Axe has it. And I can see if you really want to say that this is we don't know what would happen here, but I'm pretty sure we know what happens. We know what happens when Wizzy plays Max. Well, HFox should do mediocre. Why are you shouting? I will hear you. The chat is listening to you. The Albert loss is that's another weird thing too. Like, I don't want my number 1 player in the world losing to another unranked player, even if he does win the run back. But I definitely think we can say HBox's head-to-heads not great at all. So then we gotta talk about bad losses. HBox has, outside that group of people, he has a bad loss to IBDW. God, that's really good. I didn't know they played that much this year. Oh, okay. I thought they were all 3-0s for a second. I was like, that's insane. Bobby Big Balls for no, you're good. You're good, mediocre. I was just teasing. Okay, so argument for HBox being the best player in the world. Consistent outside the top level, lots of attendance. Yes, that would basically be those kind of things. Pretty consistent outside the top level, outside the top like core. Only dropping one set to IBDW and dropping another set to Albert. Wizrobe's argument. I think I really don't want to continue with Wizrobe's like lack of attendance. I think and Leffen keeping up his attendance. I think he's top 3 still, but I don't think he's there. Like, I can make that decision now. He just doesn't have enough attendance for it to be fair for him to be in the same conversation with these boys. Like, I don't think, no matter what happens, I think Wizrobe is 3 now. Because his lack of attendance is something I think these guys attending more should be rewarded. And I think he's 3rd now. I think that's completely fair. So between Hungrybox and Leffen, who's the best player in the world? So what's the argument for Leffen? He won a tournament. He finally had that tournament win. His head-to-heads are they anywhere comparable to HBox's? HBox definitely has worse losses. Yeah, because Moki, IBDW, we're talking outside the top 6. It would be IBDW, Moki, compared to IBDW and Albert. But he did beat Albert on the run back. And I think the same could be said about Leffen, that he was kind of playing a little bit off. I don't want to John for him, but he probably doesn't lose to IBDW or Moki ever again. Oh, hi Orange, what's up? Oh, cool. I can actually get my chat back over here now that we're done in Photoshop. Yeah, if Wizzy had another like crazy win or like first place finish under his belt, like I think maybe. Yeah, I don't think Wizrobe has the attendance anymore to be considered. Like Wizzy needs to like, at least I need one more data point from him. I can't have how many he's been to, like 5 or 6 tournaments. That's kind of me pulling a number out of my ass, but like I don't think he's been to enough for at least at this moment to be number 1. I think that's unfair to these guys who put themselves out there more to play. So yeah, ever is a big word, but like the general feel of like these were one-off losses that we can Leffen, like the last I believe the last non like God Fox that Leffen lost to would have been Drug Fox at Royal Flush. Yeah. CEO, he's been the 4. Yeah, no. Wizzy's been the 4. Leffen's been the 5. Lovage? Oh, yeah. Lovage would have been before that. It would have been Lovage, then Drug Fox. Lovage. God, that's one of the still one of the craziest upsets ever. I don't know if that's more of a Pika Edwin question of what's a more crazy upset, Albert over H-Box or Lovage over Leffen, but so Wizzy and Leffen are about the same for attendance. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. If you're thinking about it like that, and now Leffen is because they were close before when last week when we talked about Leffen being number one. H-Box and Leffen were pretty close before, and people are making arguments in H-Box's favor. And the big thing that Leffen had is he didn't have any of those bad losses, which he does have now, and his head-to-heads are about the same. How many tournaments has H-Box attended? Like I think the argument for H-Box being a little bit above is just going to be up to attendance, because H-Box, Leffen, or these head-to-head, these spreads are probably about the same when we spread it out, when we compare it to, actually, why don't, instead of waiting for chat to do my work for me, I can go in and see. So Leffen has 5, and H-Box has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, almost double the tournament, so you can expect a little bit worse losses. And having those only 2 big drop sets, like, speaks to his consistency. Yeah, 11 and 14, not including all these. Yeah, honestly, and with all, not that first placings matter, total 14, not including locals though. Yeah, this. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear to me that H-Box, these two, H-Box and Leffen, I would say about the same level, and Wizrobe's like maybe a little bit lower than that for me. But these 3 are all in the same tier. But I think H-Box deserves it for more attendance. I think something I haven't been rewarding as much as I would like to, and I probably didn't reward as much as I could in the summer because it's such a weird time, as attendance. I think awarding attendance is so important. So I think H-Box is back to number 1. And sorry if it seems like these rankings recently have been like super fickle or like knee-jerk. I just think everyone here is so close that just when there's that one push in one direction or another, especially this weekend where we had H-Box winning without dropping a set, and we also had Leffen dropping sets to players that we never would have previously imagined. And yeah, no, H-Box is not the GOAT. Armada is still very much the GOAT. H-Box have not had as much what's the word I'm looking for? H-Box hasn't had a lengthy period of like he's number 1, no doubt at all about it. Yeah. Yeah, H-Box does have a lot. Yeah, I do see, and it's hard for him to even still become the GOAT if he like keeps this up for another year. If it's another like 2 or 3 years of this like ruling back and forth, who's gonna take it, I still don't think that questions his GOAT status. But I think that does for the top level of like talking about those guys. Project SSBM, thank you for the follow. Is that a New England project? Yeah. He just doesn't. He hasn't had a period of like unbridled dominance. I don't think I'm using that word correctly, but he hasn't had that period of like insane dominance that Armada had. Hell yeah, Project. What's good? Okay, so we can just go down the placings and see what has been done for these boys beating IBDW. God, he ran the goddamn Fox Gauntlet here. That's sick. That's so sick. That's so sick for SJ. SJ's like been good. So I guess the person we wanted to compare that to is IBDW right here. See how the results. So IBDW, so S2J, big wins he picked up. Cody, Moki, SFAT, Hacks. Well, probably Cody, Moki, SFAT. And then Hacks is someone we didn't know, but like at both levels they're at, he should be beating someone like that. I think these 3 are more up in the air. Like by rank, like this should be an easy win, even though it was like one of the harder ones by games. But 3 really, really sick wins. And Cody, what did he do? Um, Leffen, really, like, all these are, like, wins that he should probably be expected to do. Yeah, I'll definitely check out Toussaint before Toussaint again and see how he did. Did Toussaint lose to Kevin Maples, though? That's an unfortunate loss. I mean, that's good for Kevin Maples. And Kevin's MDVA, right? Like, he's, like, so brand new to me. I was so surprised I've never heard that name before. It feels like just in the last month, that's the first time I've heard him. Army's the best player. Army's not even the best Ices anymore. But getting a Leffen win is really damn good. Is a Leffen win enough for IBDW the hold? Or in mine, I had IBDW past S2J. Is that enough for him to hold it? Yeah. That's big sad to see. It's really great to see when you look at it this way, but it's just big sad to see an 07. Just the salute. So S2J is a Wizrobe, Axe, Zane win, and IBW has an H-Box. No, I think for how many incredible... Having 3 of these 1-1 records, that's insane. That's so insane. Top 6 for 3 matches this year, only 5. Are we talking about... Oh, you're talking about Kevin Maples. IBW's Yort loss? Does S2J have any, like, sus losses? Did he ever lost to, like, a deep, Westwell loss? I guess that's not really a deep loss. Your loss is bad, but I think I'm willing to overlook a Yort loss for having wins over 4 of the top 6, which is nuts. That is insane for, I don't think, who was, like, occupying this spot last year, like an SFAT or something like that? It feels so wild. Like, who's in the 10 spot? Okay, I could kind of see Axe, like, but I couldn't see SFAT having those kind of records against those players. That's so crazy. I want to take the experiment and look at him versus AMSA. AMSA has, like, a handful of bad, like, one so bad last year. Yeah, SFAT is the king gatekeeper. SFAT's so good at being SFAT. He's so good at being SFAT. He holds the line so well. SFAT's, like, so good. No CLG bias at all. Both have H-Box wins. 3-0 on C. What is in your SSBMBB? Thank you for the follow. So what is more valuable? Having 3? This is a very interesting, like, philosophical question that I don't think I've ever thought about before. But I think I already know my answer as I'm formulating the question. What is more valuable, having 3 even records against these top players or having 1 dominating record against them? Because I honestly think that could be considered grounds to have IBW over AMSA. But then is IDW over the Plup? Like, I don't know. It's peaks versus consistency is a weird thing. I don't think the Yort loss. If AMSA definitely does have that one weird loss at a local in Japan, 2 lot losses, that's not really bad at all. That's sick. Even records? Yeah, as soon as I was formulating the question, I was like having the even records. Because I think what those even records, what this says is basically we need AMSA to run. AMSA needs to run into Mango. Oh, I keep on forgetting. Who's the... I got to make sure I don't keep doing this. He doesn't have a Zane win. I keep on saying that every week and someone leaves a comment. I keep on forgetting that this is not... He doesn't have a Zane win. So he has 2. So I think that makes the question a little bit harder. 2 even records versus 3-0 and a win on that. Domination could be a fluke or a bad matchup. Yeah, thank God I actually remember this week because I keep on doing that and I feel like a dummy every time. Think Mango's beating AMSA next time? I mean, if we're going, if it's following the trend 3-0, 3-1, 3-2. Yeah. How many? Yeah, let's go down the line here and see what losses we have sprinkled within here. Swedish, Poo-Poo, Ginger. Yeah, no, I think Moki has too many. I mean, IBDW has too many losses sprinkled in here the past Hamsa. Because like even if these are close, even if these are like close-ish, I think. Hey, Kaon, what's up? I didn't even know you're here. I guess you're dipping. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think AMSA still holds that. Like, I think if you're just looking at like this stuff, I could maybe see an argument for it, but like, AMSA is getting kind of the benefit of the doubt for lesser attendance, and I think you have to do that to some capacity. But yeah, I think AMSA holds there. Yeah, there's a weird discussion to be had, and it always comes up like when you talk about foreign players and attendance, because you have to give them a bit more leeway than others. Like, and I also think that's like here with the Leffen Wizrobe kind of thing. I'm more willing to give Leffen more willing to give Leffen a little bit of room to because he's a European player on attendancy than I am to Wizrobe, where he has a ton of events in his back door. But I think so. We've talked about these boys. No, I don't want to underline. We talked about these boys. Mango's not going to change from this weekend. Axe is not going to change for this weekend. He's not. Plup dropped out. Phantasm Fire, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, AMSA probably holds. God, I got it. AMSA holds. Talk about him. SFAT. SFAT. Those seem like two very reasonable losses to me. Beat Lod. That's a good win because Lod is a top 30 player at least. Beat Nikki. That's tough draw. That's I don't recognize the thing before that, but that's German Fox Nikki, if I remember correctly. This looks like an SFAT, the very standard SFAT results. Stays in place, doesn't really do anything crazy. It sucks to see Fiction drop that. Who'd Lod beat? So Lod has 2 AMSA wins last week, and then on top of that, he's got a crunch win. Yeah, no, he's good. That's the one. So 2 AMSA wins, a PPU win. Prince of the Samus Maid. Princent Green Fox. I will remember it forever. I think he's green. He's a fox. Yeah, I will remember who Prince means forever and ever. Amen. Now, so 2 AMSA wins and a PPU win. That probably drops Lod somewhere. Yeah, probably in like this area, I'd say. Wait, Santi's another like super inactive. But also for really good reasons to be super inactive. Let's look at Santi's. What are Santi's big wins? SJ win, Face Roll win, Ginger win, 2 Unshroomed. Yeah, I'd say he's probably a little higher than Santi. I'm cool with just like plopping him in now that we have this vacant spot too. I'll just plop him in right there. I think that's fair. That's probably a little underestimating Lod because Lod is so talented. Like Lod's such a good player. But we just don't have the data for him because obviously he's busy with med school. But Lod's an incredible player. I feel like I'm talking too much about how Lod is good, but I really do think that's the case. Like, I just wish we had more data so I could more properly put him in. Hopefully, I think he'll make the ballot with just these 2 really good tournament events. I think Wheat obviously has at least some sort of sinking suspicion about that with him putting it on the sheet. Also, for anyone who wants to take a look at that, if you're here now, you can obviously just click on the link, but if you're just watching the VOD, you can go over to my Twitch channel, follow while you're over there, YouTube VOD people, and then you just type in !Wheat sheet, and you can get this amazing sheet that even while Wheat was at Shine this weekend, he already found time to update it and make sure everything's good, which is sick. Yeah. Oh, we can talk about Tuesday. Face roll wins really sick. Hey, Roki versus Calvar. God. Face roll wins really good. KJH wins really good. He's got. Where did I have him previously? Because those are some quality wins. Two Saints are already higher than Magi. Two Saints probably. Cobalt's pretty inactive. I'd say I threw Albert all the way up here. That seems generous. That seems a little generous. Because I feel like I'd probably expect Two Saints to do better in a tournament than Albert. Like, just, I don't think that should be a hot take to anyone. I think I was a little too hype after the Albert win. He's probably, it's probably like around here-ish. And Two Saints probably from this weekend, probably a little higher than Jerry. These are very like fast and loose, kind of moving down because it's so hard to keep a running tally. I didn't realize till I started the show because ranking's so much about like turning people backing up. But yeah, Two Saints had a 6 summer. Has not been stagnating. I have been very mistaken on that front. But yeah, no, Face Roll win is now that Face Roll is top 20 player. If he got the IBDW win too, but like a KGH win, it does really suck. It really sucks to have that Kevin Maples loss. But I think this weekend probably a net positive for Two Saint. That's Chudat's run. Oh yeah, I already talked about how Chudat's sick. Like Chudat, I basically came to the conclusion that like Chudat's probably the best ICs in the world again, which is no small feat. And also, shoutouts to me calling that Spark would beat Ginger. Totally called my shot on that one. Do I follow Spark? Cool. Yeah, I big knew that was gonna happen. I just saw from like how dedicated he was having all those VODs for that match. Like I knew he was gonna pull it off. And almost pulling off against Hacks too. Like Spark I feel like is super underappreciated. I feel like that's just like a chic thing in general. He always gets his appreciation from me, or lack thereof appreciation from me every time he beats West Balls. What else do we got to talk about, guys? I feel like we've kind of hit on the big talking points here. Shoutouts to one of the wackest matches. Is the VOD for this already up? God. That was probably the most in a weekend of whack matches, easily the most whack match was Swedish versus HBox. I don't even think there's anything particular in this VOD that I want to look at.
Yo, welcome back.
But what? So he's like, oh, I'm gonna go game 1. I'm gonna play Sheik. And then he's like, why does it feel like this is moving in slow motion? Is this playing slowly or am I? It's just the matchup. God, I thought I was watching in slow motion. But he's like, oh my God, I have to play HBox in bracket. I don't know what he's going to do. Oh, sick, I take game 1. And then he's like, let's play Fox. Which I heard, because Edwin got to talk to Swedish, because apparently they're pretty good friends, is that Swedish thought that he couldn't beat him with Sheik on any other stage, so he was like, give his Fox a shot. And like it's one thing to give it a shot for one game, but the fact that he stuck to it gets destroyed on FD. And then it was like, I'm going to run it back to FD, and then wins a game with his Fox. This is the biggest roller coaster set I've ever seen in my entire life. This is so whack. Like my Fox played like a Sheik. Yeah, I have no idea what the hell was in the water this weekend. It was the mosquitoes. Everyone was paranoid from the mosquitoes. Yeah, but that's so insane. Who are the other Foxes that HBox played this weekend? Did anyone else push into game 5? That's so I guess you could say they're Fox. Also, Lod took a game. I don't know what the hell is happening. I guess probably you could talk it up to HBox not being ready for this match. I mean, probably Lod prepping for it a bit. Again, I can't sing Lod's praises enough, how good I think he is. It's so weird that the group of players that took games off of S2J was not. First peach in like 9 years? Armada never took a game? That's insane. That's a crazy stat. Just speaks to how good Lod is. He's not even playing the game full time, and he does what Armada and Nintendo does. What I don't know where I was going with that joke. The caffeine's getting to me. Yeah, that's super sick. Moki losing the Chudat feels real bad, man. Moki losing both those sets because the S2J one was close, if I remember correctly. Or it was, I think someone in the Melee Stats chat referred to it as a very not close game 5. Like some of the games were really dominating his favor. Oh, where did I have Moki previously? Yeah, that seems about right, especially with the Leffen win now. Like that's real good. Moki's super sick. Triff probably gets the benefit of the doubt. I could potentially see those swiffing, but Triff Depp probably gets the benefit of the doubt from being a foreign player. So yeah, but I think that's really. If you guys have anything else you want me to talk about from this weekend that I didn't already touch on. That's what? Where did 42nd end up finishing? Because I feel like I keep seeing his name. Oh, yeah, no, dude. If Albert would have had that SFAT win, that would... God. That would have been legendary. Lod beat 42nd? I must have, like, not processed that when I saw that. God, I guess did he have that match right before playing HBox? I guess that was kind of fortunate. He got to work on his game plan and figure out that. That's wild. Yeah, I don't know how that changes. Mike Hayes' win is good because Mike Hayes has been like super underrated this season. Kevin Maples beating him. What's Ryubi doing up there? How'd Ryubi do at the tournament? Oh god. This was holding seed. This is like Hugs' best performance in a while, right? Plup played all the way up until he beat Hugs, and then he was like, nah, I don't want to play this tournament anymore. That's so BM. Let our boy Hugo finish higher than 33rd. Mike Hayes with the team kill as well. That's good for Mike Hayes. Poor Hugs. Yeah, no, I feel like I've been giving Hugs a bit of a hard time, but I'm just like so sad because I was so hot on the Hugs train when I think I had him like 12th or 13th in that one ranking period, just because he was going so good. And it just, I think I'm giving him such a hard time because I'm so like, I really want to see Hugs back up there. I want to see Hugs like doing super well again. And I imagine it's just the focus on streaming and the move to the East Coast might be hard. Ruby, listen to Cool Lime. That's wild. Cool Lime, we've been a lot of, I guess, what you would expect of flipping these Peach matches. Like, because you'd expect Law to lose to 42nd, even though I guess there's a big skill gap there. And I wouldn't say there's probably not nearly as big of a skill gap between Cool Lime and Ryubeat. They're both like about the same level in my mind and like kind of the way I think about players. It's a shame Law didn't have that same luck that it was. I mean, the Ryubeat didn't have that same luck against Pew Pew that he did. Yeah. What was it that Pew Pew was doing? Pew Pew lost to Lod with, like, he picked, like, 5 bombs or something, right? Where is he? Yeah, he had, like, some crazy luck. Oh, yeah, when Hugs did super well. Got top 8 at Genesis. Crazy. The golden 6 stitches. Yeah, the golden age of Hugs is gone. This is still pretty good for Nikki, tying with like a Fox who's from in region. Like this is a great group, barring Plup's DQ. Well, I mean, still Plup's a good player to be in competition with, but this is a Nikki. That's a great group. Again, not catching myself. Rankings don't matter, but that's a good group of people to be in the same conversation with, especially with. There's just some of that's probably some of the best pairs of losses to have in this group. Like of 2 like top 20, top 30 players. Yeah, like honestly, he might have like the most unfortunate 17th placing here. Beating Albert. Ooh, 2 close sets. That's That's just an unfortunate bracket luck for him. Lucky and SFAT being the two players he plays. Like, still picking up some quality wins in here. Vortex and Boyd wins are really good. It's a shame. It's a shame he had to come all the way over here. Lint did great. Yeah, beating KJH. KJH is always a good win. As KJH, it feels like KJH had a bit of an off of a summer. Not to say that these guys didn't fight hard for that. It is good to see him beating Cool Lime. I really wish he wasn't taking those sets as close. But it's good to see that he's getting at least a tiny bit better against Ices. And a Smucker's win is pretty dope as well. But a lot of stuff in there. God. Love me some Blue Fox, though. Probably one of the... God, I also... Now the whole tweet thing has got in my head about, like, making sure... Especially because I'm, like, a huge fan and, like, I've talked to Facebook on occasion. This is a very, very unfortunate weekend. And I guess that's a really good win for Mike Hayes, but this is a very unfortunate weekend for Face Row. 25th. Taking 2 by how hot people have been on him for the rankings and where he is. That's probably not great. How's Face Row looking versus Ginger looking right now? I guess they both really had iffy kind of weekends. These two brothers in arms. Axewin is something really good to have over him. Does Ginger have any, like, exceptionally bad losses? Like, outside these top 50? I think just Face Roll has a lot more data points. They watched June Bugs. Face Roll lost to Apps and Page, which feels worse now that he's not ranked. Not that that wasn't a top 20 loss at the time. It just has a weird feel. Has a weird different feel. I don't know. I don't think it's intensely like either way. After that, I don't really have any strong feelings either way. I still every time I have to point this out because I'm so impressed by seeing this with all these not having beaten any of these guys, but getting the opportunity in tournament and attending enough of tournaments where you get to play against all those guys. None is the closest that Ginger has to a bad loss. Santi's not a great loss. Shroomed isn't a great loss either. Bimbo. But I think Facer also has a lot of those sprinkled in. Toussaint's not a bad loss. Toussaint's not like a horrible loss, but it's not for a top 20 player. Even though Toussaint's probably going to be like around this 35 range now, at least. That axe win is really, really helpful to see. Is Hugs top 50? I didn't think Hugs was top 50 before, but evidently the field did. He's somewhere. Oh, wait, I didn't even have my top 55. I was a little BM. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's really much left to talk about. I don't think there's any conclusive evidence either way. I think these two could easily be switched. He's technically top 50 by everyone's everyone's speaking. Yeah, Snowy's was my 50. Like, obviously it's probably not exactly like this because I'm not every week going through the results and doing my ballot over and again. That would be horrendous. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna. If you guys have any more questions for me or see anything in the results you want me to look at real quick before I end off the show, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick because I drank like 4 bottles of water. So let me have all those questions when I get back. It'll be like a minute. Let me see if there's anyone I didn't talk about. That I think Duck will qualify for the rankings.
Is this on?
Are we streaming?
Is it on?
I don't know.
Let's play some Smash. What's good?
Interesting. What's the chat saying?
I'm gonna say hello, chat. Aw, thanks.
Ah.
Wow, okay, so it is streaming.
Same looks different. Wow.
Well, I've
Oh,
changed.
we are live. Okay.
We are, in fact, live. Let's play a game of Smash.
Let's play a game of rock, paper, scissors.
A sick game.
Ooh.
How many people we got?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, we could play a sick game.
Did he really?
Wow, it's a lot of
run
viewers.
to the bathroom
He
during
did.
the
He did
middle
do
of
that.
a stream?
What we got in these tabs? What's good? Let's see what Scott's up to.
Yeah, let's
30
invest.
viewers.
An Excel?
Hello. Whoa.
Oh.
Their stuff. Can they see his screen?
I sure hope not. Is Left in top 10? I'm gonna give a firm yes.
Yes, he is.
Si, senor. At SaveAsUntitled.
Add hugs in
Welcome
that
to
Excel.
Taiwan.
No
Go.
problem. We'll add it right in.
We're adding hugs right now. Okay, how do I pull this up? So they can see your
They just
screen?
want hugs. Why don't they?
Where's
Why
hugs?
don't you give them
No,
hugs?
he's a player.
Give
You
them
have to
hugs,
hug them, Scott.
Hugs is a player.
Hug your stream.
You have to hug them.
Hugs with
Why
the
is it
capital S.
so warm in here?
Because it's
Besides dumb.
I don't know, ranking
So
is...
he warm as shit.
It's really warm.
Yeah.
It's because he's so hot.
Sicko, did someone time out
You know
Sicko
we're
while
live,
gone?
right?
Sicko man?
Save has entered the family.
Hello.
God.
If
What
anybody
else
hasn't
is-
heard yet, look at what Bryce Harper named his child.
Oh my
Tell me how
God.
upset
It's
you
some
are.
Get him.
Shit.
Get him.
But I want to be famous.
be there for the people.
Yeah,
Alright.
you left them alone and you
With no hugs.
you abandoned your
No
people
hugs,
with no
Scott.
hugs.
With a capital S.
I'm offended for them.
I'm offended for me. Who are these people? Oh, those are my roommates. Sicko. Thanks, guys.
We're gonna be reoccurring characters on this show.
Save is unbridled.
What?
Save is unbridled. M says, "Oh, what's up, my Stromboli boys?
Hello.
Hell yeah. Are they bullying you? Blink
Yeah,
twice if you need
always.
help."
We're always bullying.
Yeah, Scott's
Scott.
still pledging the house.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of bullying.
I'm glad.
A little bit hazing.
All right, did you guys have any actual? Is Left in top 10? That's a
I said yes.
yeah.
Is that
You,
right?
you're very right.
I'm a genius.
How are you so good?
Why am I not streaming, honestly?
I don't know.
You should be.
Blink,
You
blink.
should become a Negro.
I should be.
Yeah, and you should like edit all of your smiles for like videos so that they like ding.
Yeah, guys, I think you should.
Like an anime
guys-
girl.
Fine.
I think no, you should just read what Sicko said.
It's like a-
Yeah,
I know. I saw that. I was fine towards him.
Okay. Thank you guys for entertaining the stream while I was gone.
Rude.
When is the New England Melee Invitational? That was like last week. You missed it, Porridge. You goofed. Calvar won. Calvar was my pick. Calvar was my pick to win. I wish I would have showed you guys my board so I can. I do have a picture of it. I don't know where it is. Predictions for main stage. Who's going to be in attendance? I think Smash Camp is probably the much more exciting thing. Where's the bracket posted? The links are weird. Oh, I don't still have it saved. The links are weird to the New England thing because it's like you have to click a link within a link. Yeah, but Calvar won because Calvar's sick. Yeah, but I don't know who's going to be in attendance for main stage. Is main stage going to be stacked for Ultimate too? Oh yeah, Mango should. Like honestly, when I start streaming, like tonight. Good vid, bro. I'm from New Hampshire. Hell yeah. Let's go, Parge. Okay, it doesn't look like the attendees are out yet for main stage, so we wouldn't even be able to know. I have no idea who's actually going to be there. But honestly, I think the big event left. I mean, I think Smash Camp at this point might be more stacked than, especially if Mango goes, is going to be more stacked than Shine, which is big sad. But I mean, no, that's still really cool. Smash Camp seems like a super, super dope tournament. Oh yeah, it's not sorted. I'd have to go through person by person. Yeah, that's big. That's big funny if it's more stacked. Axe is going to the main stage. Oh God, you know, I love Axe to death, but wobbling isn't banned at Smash Camp, and I know Chudat. And I think, is Bananas going to be there too? Is Wu Army gonna be there too? Oh, please siege Smash Camp so he has to play Ices. Please, for the love of God. I mean, if it's already kind of big bad. I don't think Axe, unless he pulls off something crazy, if he wins like the Big House or something, I don't think there's, with the Pudgy Panda lost and how he's been kind of iffy. It's been iffy-ish lately. I don't think Hacks. I mean, not Hacks. Yeah, Hacks definitely doesn't finish the year number 1, but I don't think Axe finishes the year. Probably doesn't finish the year at number 1 at this point. But if he gets like 33rd at Smash Camp, losing the 2 more Ices, I don't think he's number 1. That happens, and then he wins main stage, he wins the Big House. And it's hard to ever say that like something is definitely never going to happen, but it's like he's got a bunch. Who else would be an Ices that would be here? I'm blanking on more Ices players besides Army and Bananas, not Pudgy Panda. What about HBox? H-God, he hasn't expressed anything about being at Smash Camp. I wish there's some sort of reasonable sort to this. Oh yeah, Zane's gonna be, yeah, like this tournament is big stacked already. And it's gonna be super, I think even at this point it's gonna be super exciting to see. And it's so sad because like Axe could win Smash Camp in this result, even if Mango shows up. If Mango and Leffen said, yeah, if Mango and Leffen, God, that's so sad if Axe ends up getting wobbled out of this tournament, because like perfect, it would be with the people here. He's like missing all the guys who could really stop him on a big run. He would have the perfect tournament, like big enough to win, but he's gonna get wobbled. He's gonna beat the dream bracket where he like beats Mango and Zane, but he loses to like Bananas and Army. God, I don't want to see the Army Woo Twitter if Army wins Smash Camp. Like that's a future. As much as I love that meme Twitter, that's not where I want to see it. If he loses the wobbling again, the thing will get banned. I don't think that's true. It really does help, I think, the wobbling argument that Axe is very anti-wobbling. I think that's super good for the people who stand on that side. Just important. I think I needed to share with the chat. Did I see Taj? Yes, you did. Oh man. Okay, no, he's not entered in Melee single. It's gonna be Taj. God, no, I'm so scared. I'm so tremendously scared that Axe is gonna take some dumb loss here. It's kind of suspicious. Well, yeah, obviously. I think it's very... I don't think it's suspicious. I think it's obviously clear that the people who get wobbled and lose to wobbling don't like wobbling. Like, I think that's a very easy, logical progression that happens. Like, this thing negatively affects my performance at major events and also my way that I make money. I don't want this thing to be there anymore. I think that's a pretty... Like, I don't blame them for making that logical jump. I don't even think it's a logical jump. It's very, very straightforward. Oh, Ryubit's going to be there. RTD Lu. A lot of sick players. Jackzilla the God. Axe is going all secondaries. Axe is going all secondaries. And in an event that Bananas and Army are at. And Taj is at. That's a thinking emoji from me. That's a big thinking emoji from me that Axe is going all secondaries there. That's some I don't know what's going on there. That's a big thinking emoji from me, boys. Cabins, that's probably they're like staying at the camp. I'd imagine. The real thing is going to be storylines to be looking out for 3-on-3 basketball. Wait, can we see who's and I want to see these teams. I don't know any of these people. Show me a team with people I know. God with a wave bird, one of the sickest tags. Dom, what did you say? I'm so disappointed for Shine. Yeah, no, Shine was I was talking about it a lot. It was just big whack. Hawk's just gonna hold the ball above everyone and they're gonna win. I'm pretty sure like you'd be able to do that. Yeah, I think this is Hawk is just too much of a giant of a man. Hawk is going to destroy them. I don't even know about Nick Yingling's or the Cheats' prowess. How big of a Jake and Shaken fan am I? I think I'm I think that's actually no words will express how much of a Jake and Shaken fan I am as that little bit of mumbling did. Yeah, True Placing Force is really good. Wobbles is streaming? Oh shit. How am I gonna compete with that? Anyway, I think we're getting close to doing that. Anything else from the weekend you guys want me to talk about, or anything Melee related you want to hear my thoughts on? Later in the week we'll probably be getting you'll be getting a top 10 post summer ranking. Unless I think of anything more interesting to do. Because honestly maybe I'll talk to Pika. I'll see. Swedish Fox. Can Westfalls win Smash Camp? Zane's there. No. I think that's a big no. I would love for him to do it like he did at Smash Factory, which is super sick for that, but I don't think he wins it. Why is Mango above Axe and Zane? Because I don't know, man. How big of a Magi fan am I? I am the biggest Magi fan. She's so sick. True Villain Smash and Spike. Oh, Jesus. Blast, can't. That's horrible. That's horrible. You can't say that. Don't say that. Mango Sip. Yeah, I gotta. Okay, maybe I do need to make this video this week to figure out what's going on here. Maybe I'll do like top 15. Maybe top 15 would be interesting because if I do top 15 for this week's video, because then I feel like I will talk about these more as like foregone conclusion kind of thing. So they'll just be like super fast paced, and I think I'll get a lot of shit for that. But I think I'll also probably still get a lot of shit for doing a top 10. If Wizzy went to the rest of the big events, do you think he'd be number one? Well, it would depend on how he performs at those events. It's really hard to... Moki might be above Trifia. Yeah, I would... In an ideal world, if I had all the time, I do a top 20. Maybe I should... Nah, I don't want to take a week off from making a Melee video. I would love to do a top 20. I could do like a fast top 20. Now, we'll see. But aim for top 10. If I can do top 15. Yeah, like in perfect world, I want to do top 15. Definitely, at the very least, want to do top 10. Hopefully, me having a lot of these graphics already pre-done from previous rankings will expedite the process. Yeah. Well, yesterday's probably on IBDW. Do ultimate top 10? Fearsome fan, there's gonna be an ultimate top 10 video. Like, Fearsome, I don't think you were here for the beginning. I already got like, I already have my top 10 over there. It's on my whiteboard, but I'm not gonna spoil Arena. Just subscribe to Pro Guides, and then you'll see your top 10 for the summer in the ultimate by me. SJ seems more consistent. Yeah, but IBDW has a lot of top wins, which is good. Yeah, SJ is almost certainly more consistent. IBDW having a bunch of wins across the top 8 is really good, though. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for IBDW is win, having win right there. That's crazy. I know, I'm so win. Yeah, having all those wins, whereas SJ does have a Wizra win and an Axe win, Zane win. Like they're tremendously close. Subscribe to you, can I get a top 10? Fearsome fan, you are getting a top 10. Do I do everything for Pro Guides? Oh god, no. I just do like I do one video a week for them essentially on stuff like that you would see over here. He beat Zane's Fox. That's what it is. It was Zane's Fox. That's why I'm not. I kept on forgetting on counting that as a win. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but yeah, I keep on forgetting. Keeps on spaghetti about that win. But yeah, I think that about does it, guys. SFed also beat. That's Fox Fox. Yeah, unless there's anything big more to talk about, I think we're about done for this wackle week. Stay tuned for Thursday where we talk about hopefully the top 15. And yeah, thanks for coming to hang out. Is there anyone who's streaming that I could pass this over to? Twitch.tv/Let's Play. Will Scott remember how to do the toss over commands this week? Smash Bros. Oh, who's streaming that there's Shine 4th place stream. Oh god. I don't want to pass over the Chewdat or Mango. They're too big. Hit me with the save W's. There's not really anyone I'm gonna pass it over to. I guess I could pass it over to Chew. I've given him enough grief in my life that I can give it over to Chew. That he probably like just started streaming anyway. Okay, let's play. Can Save remember how to do the host command or raid? It's like command raid /Chewdat? Or is it just Chewdat? Nope. No, it's /raid Chewdat. I think I got it, guys. Cool. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. I really do. I did the wrong channel. Oh no. Oh boy, I'm dumb. All right, but let me type this in. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. I appreciate you showing up every week for the ranking show. Go hang out with Judah for a bit, and then or head over to Watch Mangoes or whatever. Keep supporting Melee content. I'll see you on Thursday. And yeah, thanks again for coming out. Save W's in the chat. Hell yeah, brother. Let me hit you with that save W before I... Peace out, guys. Thanks again so much.